Hi, everyone. Welcome to the ChatGPT and AI webinar. I'm online with Ms. Shinel Naidoo, who is a legal expert and an academic researcher. So she's doing a lot of research on AI, and she's going to share some insights with us. Shinel, do you want to say a few words?
Okay. Hi, everybody. Hope you're doing well. As mentioned, I'm an academic researcher. I specialize in artificial intelligence and emerging technologies. And today I'll just be going through a few of the legal and ethical implications of AI and ChatGPT use for business.
Perfect. Thank you, Shinel. So glad to have you on board. I'm going to start my presentation, and then you will go afterwards. Yeah, I'm just going to mute you, and then once you're ready, you can just mute and you can share your screen. I'll tell you when to go ahead, right? Thanks, Shinel. Let me share my screen. Always must make sure that you got. So welcome everyone. This topic is called AI Made Simple, a practical guide to artificial intelligence, simplified for business. So I asked the question, who's afraid of AI? And a lot of people are afraid of AI. So today I'm going to help you get over that fear of AI. But AI is here to help us, make our life more convenient. There is going to be a time where it's going to affect jobs and stuff, but it's still in the future. So my advice to you is to embrace this new technology and use it for our business. So I want to play this quick video for you. So that was just a funny ad that to show you that robots, even though technology is taking over, robots can't enjoy what we enjoy. I want to play this video as well.
सारी लैंग्वेजेस बोल लेती हो, हर तरह खाना बना लेती हो, पहली बार सिगरेट पीती हो और खांसती भी नहीं हो। तुम लड़की हो या अलादीन का चिराग?
अलादीन का चिराग। मैं भी उसकी तरह सबकी विश पूरी करती हूँ और मुझे कितना भी नहीं पड़ता।
तुम मजाक कर रही हो या लाइन मार रही हो?
लाइन मार रही हूँ।
So this is a movie that was released this year.
Hi, I'm Sifra.
Are you crazy?
सिफ्रा? सिफ्रा? मासी इसको डॉक्टर के पास लेके चलते हैं।
इसकी बैटरी डेड है, टाइम लगेगा चार्ज होने।
That video there that I showed you there, that movie, it's out. This guy fell in love with this lady. He fell in love with her, and he introduced her to his family and everything. And then she got sick, took her to the doctor, and he found out that she's a robot. She just needed charging. It's a funny story. So for those of you who are worried about it taking over, this is some of the art that AI has been creating. If you look at these hands, look at these hands. They've got a few extra fingers, and can you see that's AI art? So AI, you still got to train it. The reason with AI is you got to train it. It's good. Listen, AI is good, but you got to train it. This is another meme that I saw online. It's about salmon in a river, but it's actually plastic. So I like this. I saw this a few months ago. Hey, ChatGPT finishes building. Now, ChatGPT is a text-based program. It's for text. It's for content. It's not going to finish this building because the building is actually a physical thing. Keep that. A little bit about me. I'm just going to skip all of that. So AI helps me in my daily life with content creation, helps me overcome stage fright, blank screen, from being tongue-tied to right to the block. So it gives me enough information to start. Like me, I create a lot of courses. I make courses and I create content. I do a lot of training. I do a lot of websites. I build stuff. I create social media content. AI gives me enough information to start, and it also gives me content that's customized. It doesn't look all the same. Like if you've been on the web, on social media for the past year, you'll be able to detect the ChatGPT posts, because they always start with an emoji, and they always they look the same and they sound the same. And I asked ChatGPT what's its favorite word. It said it doesn't have a favorite word, but most of the ChatGPT posts start with unleash or enable, or those are the words it likes. This is my phone number. If you want the slides, just take my phone number down. These are some of the clients that I've worked with, some of the workshops I do. So look at this cool video that was done in Adobe. This is just a scene, and see.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks.
This image here using an AI generation program called Ideogram, and you just go and type in a few words in Ideogram, and you'll be able to generate a picture. So the prompt I put into that AI was create a group of people, mixed people, who have a attachment on their head that looks like a turbo, and they're representing AI, and it created this for me, which is quite cool. I actually wanted a turbo, like a turbo behind there, but it's fine. So what you must do is go and get the app on your phone, the ChatGPT app. You can go and download the app. The app is very convenient. What's good about the app is that it's on your phone and it links with your ChatGPT account. You must use a ChatGPT account. You must sign up for a ChatGPT account, because it remembers all your chats. You can go back in a chat and edit. Let's say, let me give you an example. Let's say I'm writing a speech for Arbor Day, and the speech is in 1 month's time, and I started writing the speech today. As I get ideas, I can go back into the ChatGPT and in the same chat and say, hey, I just remembered that we planted a tree at school 1 year ago. So I can go back and ask ChatGPT to stop and change it. So you can take your smartphone out. So some of the uses of AI and ChatGPT. Story creation. Can you write me a fun story, a fun short story about a talking cat who wants to become a detective? Now, what you type into ChatGPT is called a prompt. You're going to type a prompt into ChatGPT, and think about ChatGPT like Google. It's like Google on steroids. But unlike Google, like Google will, when you search on Google, it gives you a whole bunch of responses and you must decide. But what's good about ChatGPT, will give you a custom response that's accurate, more accurate than Google. You can ask it for creative recipes. So the prompt I'll put, I have pasta, tomatoes, and cheese in my fridge. Can you create a unique recipe using these ingredients? Movie plot generator, create a plot for an action movie where robots and humans team up to save the earth. How cool is that? Joke creation, tell me a joke about robots and pizza. Now, ChatGPT is excellent at telling dad jokes. So sometimes I get some dad joke from ChatGPT. Travel recommendations. If I had 24 hours in Paris, what should I do? Superhero name generator. Give me a superhero name and tell me what my powers would be. Dream job quiz. Ask me a few questions to help me figure out my dream job. Advice from a pirate. Give me life advice as as if you were a wise old pirate. Poetry on the spot. Write a fun poem about a cow who loves to dance. Now, don't ever ask ChatGPT to give you a naughty poem for your wife, because it will tell you straight, listen, women are to be respected. I will not write that poem for you. So, and we tried it. And by the way, guys, we tried it, and it told us straight, sorry, respect women. So some of the uses you can use ChatGPT for is content creator, write emails, books, reports, sales, proposals, corporate letters, strategies, poems. So I use this a lot. So I do website design as my bread and butter. And when somebody wants a proposal, I quickly go, I got a proposal chat on my ChatGPT history. I open that and I just say, Mr. John Smith from Acme Company needs a website. I quote him 7,000 rands. And I'll be using the WordPress platform. Please, can you write a proposal for him? Signed off by me, right? I'll also give it more information. Like, I will take 2 weeks to build this website. I will, my payment terms is 50-50, and it will give me a full proposal, and I'll show you that now. You can compare to content. So it will give you 2 pieces of content and ask you to compare. Like, let me give you an example. Like, I wrote a social media post this week. I said, does this sound right? So it didn't sound right. So it fixed the grammar and the spelling for me and gave me the correct version. Social media post, right? Content for social media platforms, video creations. So I just want to talk about the social media post. So a lot of people have anxiety and they don't know what to post when it comes to social media. So it gives you enough content to post regularly. Video creation, you can get scripts for a video. Slide creation, like this slide here, what I'm training you on was done by ChatGPT, gave me all the content. It's a marketing guru. You can ask it for marketing advice. Event coordinator asks for event suggestions. Course creator can create in-depth content according to standards of education like NQF. So NQF is the standards of education level in South Africa, and it goes up. So you can say, listen, I want NQF level 7. I want an NQF level 7 makeup application course. It will create that for you. So some facts about ChatGPT. It's a super smart talker. ChatGPT is like a super smart computer that can talk and have conversations with people. It's a giant brain. It has a huge brain with over 175 billion parts. So it's up to date now. Now it plugs into the internet. Prior to beginning of this year, ChatGPT, the info stopped until 2022. But now it's current and it plugs to the internet. So if it doesn't have something in its brain, it can connect to the internet and get it for you. It's a chatty buddy, so it can chat to you. It never gets tired. It's also very polite. It will not offend you. It will not. Sometimes it is a bit sarcastic, but it's made to be that way. But it will, as you chat to ChatGPT, it will learn how you chat. It keeps up with chat. It remembers what you say, so you can understand what you mean in a conversation. So by conversation, I mean a thread or a history. But now ChatGPT has the ability to chat between conversations. Like before, you could only chat in one chat thread, and it will remember. Now it has the ability to go between chats and get information. It's a fun writing partner. ChatGPT helps writers come up with creative and cool stories. Knows many languages. It's like language expert and can understand and speak in many different languages. It's very natural, so it will translate naturally. So if you've ever used Google Translate, you notice that Google Translate doesn't translate accurately. Like, you put the words in the wrong place, it will get the grammar wrong, but ChatGPT will get it correct 100%. So some tips for ChatGPT: take time to familiarize yourself with the basic functionality. It's actually very simple to use ChatGPT. All you're going to do is you're going to come down at the bottom and you're going to see that prompt box where you're going to type and you're going to hit enter. What's good about the mobile app is the mobile app allows you 2 functionalities the mobile app has, which is very good. One, it's got speech to text, meaning that you can talk and it will type out for you. That's one way to do it. The other way is where it's got an audio assistant. So you talk, you activate and you talk, and this AI voice the AI will click in and talk to you like a natural person. It'll talk to you. Use the correct prompts. So it's all about prompts. If you're going to put a basic and a basic broad prompt, it's going to give you broad basic information. So as the saying goes, garbage in, garbage out. If you put in garbage, you're going to get garbage out. So my advice to you is to think about your prompt and put in the right prompts. You're going to train it first, tell it what to do. So ChatGPT stands for, the GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. And what that means is, G stands for generative. It means that you're going to generate, it's going to generate content for you. Pre-train means you're going to pre-train it. And then transformer, it will transform your content. Ask it to expand, elaborate, and revise. Don't take the first output it gives you. Ask it to elaborate, ask it to push it to the limits. Remember, it doesn't have feelings, so you can push it. It's not like an employee where it's going to get offended and say, oh, you give me work that I'm not paid to do. This thing will do anything you ask it when it comes to content creation. Ask it to use natural South African English because it does give you American English. ChatGPT is a text-based program, so it can't generate images for you, but it can give you AI image prompts. You have to add the Canva plugin on. So if you wanted to generate images for you, you can add the Canva plugin to it. It will add now with ChatGPT 4.0, it has the ability to create images for you, but you got to add the add-on. Use it on your computer and mobile app. So ChatGPT is not a real person or a human being. It's not capable of having feelings or emotions. ChatGPT is not a source of real-time or up-to-date information. It's not a decision maker and cannot make ethical judgments. ChatGPT is not creative in the same way humans are. Its creativity is based on patterns from data. It's not a mind reader and cannot understand your thoughts or intentions. ChatGPT is not an expert in specialized or complex subjects. It's not capable of taking physical actions or performing tasks in the real world. ChatGPT is not always accurate and may give incorrect or unreliable information. It's not suitable for human interaction or professional advice. So there's something, this is the framework we use for ChatGPT. Create new ideas, design, create. It's called the core framework. You create, the C stands for create, generate new ideas or content. The O stands for structure, manage, and present information or processes efficiently. The R stands for research, gather or investigate information and reach new conclusions. Evaluate, examine and interpret data to extract meaningful insights. That's the core framework. So then we got the second one, which is the RTIF, which stands for role, who or what the AI is responding to. Task, what you want the AI to do. Input, what text, image, code you want the AI to respond to. And what output should the AI response take. So this is an AI, this is the ChatGPT cheat sheet. Begin by training ChatGPT and providing it with requisite data. Then when requesting content generation, exercise a degree of restraint, as ChatGPT can be quite enthusiastic. It's akin to holding a leash on its creative impulses. It ensures that the output aligns with your desired specifications and objectives. So you got to tell ChatGPT, I'm training you, do not create content, just hold on. Do not create content. Let me train you first. Let me feed you data first. So here's a sample prompt. Take on the persona, role expert, the input, verbs you to do, the format, the output, and the length, task and objective. The output should include relevant data and resources. The writing style is, you can say professional, jovial, casual. You can say, I want this, my target audience is females who are professional, who want to do their nails. So you can actually push it to the limits. So this is the example prompt. Take on the persona of a sales expert. Help me draft 20 ideas on a list for email, subject lines for my outline business that will make readers want to open my email. The output should include relevant industry, language, and specific. The writing style is authoritative but friendly and targeted towards marketing professionals. So here's a sample prompt. Take on the persona of a sales expert. Help me draft 20 ideas per list or email subject lines for my online business that will make readers want to open my email. The output should include relevant industry language and statistics. The writing style is thoughtful but friendly targeted towards marketing professionals. So here we use the RTIF. R stands for sales expert, T stands for the task, I stands for input, and F is the format. So this is an example. You are a professional copywriter, which is the role. Your task is to write a promotion for this product. The gravity weight blanket is designed blah, 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 which is the input. And then the format is write the promotion in the form of an email. So can you see how the RTIF is being used in this? So now we got our expert, our legal expert and AI researcher, Shinel, who's going to go on and she's going to give her insights and share her insights on AI and her research. Shinel, welcome, and the floor is all yours.
Hi, everybody. Let me just share my screen. Okay, can everybody see that?
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so as mentioned, I'm a legal expert and academic researcher. So I focus on artificial intelligence and emerging technologies, specifically within the fourth industrial revolution. Today, I'm going to be speaking on the legal and ethical use of AI for businesses, particularly the generation of content by ChatGPT. So most of my technical understanding of artificial intelligence comes from my master's dissertation, which is on algorithmic transparency for automated decision-making systems. And then when it comes to my publications, we mainly aim to influence policy direction and ensure regulatory development to enable the ethical development and use of artificial intelligence systems. So you can find my publications in the South African Bioethics and Law, as well as Frontiers in Pharmacology. So before we get into an understanding of ChatGPT, it's essential that we first learn what AI actually means. Right now, at the moment, it's really used as a buzzword to sort of generate discourse. But within South Africa, the report of the Presidential Commission of the Fourth Industrial Revolution defines artificial intelligence as machines that can substitute for humans increasingly in tasks. And this is quite important, and increasingly is specifically underlined here, because even though at the moment programs such as ChatGPT make some of your more unskilled employees seem redundant, in the future it is predicted that you too will be redundant. So we really need to note that it will have a vast impact on our workforce, and we need to start putting value in both ourselves, but more importantly in our staffs, as well as our market position within the economy. So currently we're going through an AI boom. And I think it's a bit unjust to think of artificial intelligence in isolation. Usually in earlier policy documents, what we see is that it's referred to as part of a bundle of technology that makes up the 4IR, or the emerging technologies within the 4IR. And it's quite important to understand it in conjunction with these technologies, as they essentially enable each other. Again, it's going to have quite an impact on our workforce. And while it will result in major job losses, the key word here is job displacement. So unless we're able to work with these technologies and augment our current understandings and our current expertise, as well as upskill ourselves and our staffs, we're going to have serious problems in the future. So AI can really enable efficiency in your business operations, but what it cannot do is ensure professional rigor, and it's in no way a substitute for professional expertise. And so it's quite important to have both yourself and employees within your company be able to work with these technologies, edit, and review their content as well, to enable a sort of a hybrid workplace between the human employees themselves as well as the tech that can assist with your business. So going into ChatGPT, it's a okay. Again, important is that ChatGPT uses real-world deployment as a testing ground. So what this means is that the system is currently and continuously updated based on the user input and the data that they generate on the program itself. So just going into a bit of what Shinel has already mentioned, the GPT in ChatGPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. So generative AI models are essentially used for content creation or content generation. They aim to mimic human ingenuity. And this differs from a lot of the traditional AI that we talk about and understand, which mainly focuses on data processing and aggregation, and then an analysis of that data to produce an output. Again, here it's more to mimic human ingenuity and create new offerings or outputs that have not been viewed by humans or have no previous human input. Then when we move into pre-trained, ChatGPT is essentially a natural language processor. It's trained on massive amounts of data. And this is also one of the advancements that make up the 4IR, which is known as big data. So here we're unsure of the sources of this data, we're unsure of the quality of the data, and we're unsure of the extent to which OpenAI has actually gone in and wrangled this data and standardized it to ensure a quality and a valuable output. So we really do need to look at the output of the ChatGPT content with a very critical lens. So OpenAI use reinforcement learning to train ChatGPT. This is essentially where human programmers or trainers look at the outputs of the system and then ensure that the outputs match a specific quality. However, with reinforcement learning and with big data, to note that not every possibility is accounted for. And so it's very possible that the ChatGPT output that you're looking at is the first time a human has ever laid out eyes on that specific output. So again, we need to be very critical of it. And then the last part is the transformer. So this is essentially a neural network architecture, which you can understand as the design of the algorithm itself. And then in the content, the transformer aims to change the input sequence into an out sequence. So in the context of ChatGPT itself, you can understand it as just simply changing the sentence structure. So that would be like if you had to ask the question, what color is the dog? The program would then output the color of the dog is, and then use its information base to give you an answer. So your instructions are prompts, and these constitute the parameters or the borders which will give you the output. And then it's very sensitive to change. So here's where your English skills really come into play. You need to know like things like you're describing words. So display, explain, stuff like that to really specialize the output that you're going to be getting from the system. Okay, on the screen at the moment is a bunch of use statistics for ChatGPT. Right at the top, we can see that ChatGPT is mainly used for writing extended prose. And this makes a lot of sense because the program itself is tuned to ensure more verbose and extensive outcomes. So this just means that the content or the output that you are getting is much larger than, say, simply a 2-word sentence. But this also gives you a lot of room to play around with, to edit, to change the content, and to adjust it to your company's needs. And then as we move down, we see that it's used for things like social media posts, dating apps, and job applications. These are examples in which ChatGPT can be highly valuable because it essentially uses a lot of buzzwords. So these are words that can generate like quite a bit of engagement and improve or optimize the SEO. And then further down the list, right at the bottom, we see more professional examples. So marking exams and courseworks, and then healthcare. So ChatGPT, again, is not a substitute or a replacement for professional expertise, and we need to understand it as that. If you are asking for professional information, it must be checked by a human reviewer just to ensure your company's standing and integrity. Okay, so then moving on to the legal and ethical use of AI. Currently in South Africa, there is no legislation that governs AI use. And this is because we're really in the early stages of legislative development. So we're currently taking a soft law approach. There's a lot of policy documents, there's quite a few frameworks and things like that, but we don't have any hard legislation in place. Now, this is particularly important because other jurisdictions do. Recently, the EU finalized the AI Act, and it's relevant because a lot of the time when you do ask for legal counsel or legal advice, what a lot of the firms do is they take guidance from other more established jurisdictions, but this becomes difficult in the South African context because in 2021, the South African Patent Office decided that a AI named Davis, which is described as a creativity machine, could be named as an inventor. Now, previously, the inventor title was only held by humans, and alongside that, both the EU Patent Office as well as the US Patent Office declined to name Davis as an inventor. So this really changes the South African legal position on AI use, AI development, and AI regulation in general. And we need to be careful of not simply haphazardly borrowing from other jurisdictions in order to influence the way we decide to work with these technologies. Very important for content generation is the use of IP. So there's a lot of IP issues regarding AI content generation, and they're currently unresolved. Particularly important is the lack of trust and authenticity that arises from the generated content. And this is because, again, we're unsure of the sources and quality of the data on which these outputs are based. So what we have seen in like very recent times is that there's quite a few artists who are boycotting image generation by AI systems. And this is because their data or their artwork was taken and used as training data for the AI, and the AI is producing relatively similar artwork. And so that gives rise to a plethora of copyrights and IP issues that still remain unsolved. So the most important thing is that us as business owners and entrepreneurs and really just general AI users is that we have to use AI in a responsible manner. And this is a topic that is covered in nearly all policy documents across all jurisdictions. Some tips that I can give you to ensure that everything goes a bit smoothly is make note of payment if they payment to the company that is running the AI or who has designed the AI. Make note of the terms and conditions of use at the time of use. And then if you're generated images or videos, make sure to include the watermarks or identification that they provide. And then this will just really save you the hazard that comes with trying to resolve IP and copyright issues. So yeah, again, what I would suggest is just when you're generating this content, go onto these sites and platforms and just screenshot all of these elements and keep them in a folder with your generated content to make everything a lot smoother for you in the future if there is any problems that might arise. Okay, legal and ethical use of ChatGPT in specific. So one use case that I found absolutely terrifying is that a US lawyer submitted a case brief that included 5 fictitious cases. Fictitious as in made up, as in incorrect, as in AI generated, that had no real world basis. And he submitted this to the court and he was fined $5,000. So this is quite important. At the moment, across the board, regardless of jurisdiction, AI does not have legal personhood. So this means that you are liable for any misinformation, misrepresentation, or harm caused by the use of AI or AI-generated content that your business or your staff is using. And what is important here is that we have a human staff member who is capable of review. And this essentially maintains the sanctity of your profession, as well as the quality of your service. But it also ensures that you have business value in the marketplace. So you do have a competitive advantage, you do have professional expertise, and you do have something to offer the economy and the marketplace that is not just AI-based content. And then the last thing that I'd like to touch on is just user-generated data. So most of the time with these free services where it's not necessarily free and we are paying with our data. So currently user-generated data is highly valuable. If you're more interested in this concept, you can read The Age of Surveillance Capitalism by Shoshana Zuboff. With my musings with ChatGPT, the program actually claims that your data is not retained, but given the jurisdiction that it's working in, we can't necessarily tell if this is true or accurate. But what I can say is that it is possible that it retains the parameters that you've inputted. So what did you ask it and what manner did you ask it? And then it can obviously retain its response as you have no legal claim over this. And this will essentially allow OpenAI to continuously update its versions and profit off of the generated content and the user engagement on the app itself. So yes, if you'd like to know anything else, just let me know. My numbers and my contact information at the moment. Yeah, let me know if you have questions.
Thanks, Shinel. Thank you, Shinel. Well done, man. Impressive. So you weren't shy at anyway there. I think you also answered a lot of questions we had about AI. So thanks for that. And well done. And I see you also put your business card there up as well, so people to contact you. So thanks for that. What I want to do is I want to do a quick demo on ChatGPT, and I want to do a quick demo for you guys. And I'm just going to share my screen. So I did a lot of research, and that's great. Now you can see my screen.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So now I'm going to do a demo with ChatGPT. So this is ChatGPT on the computer. You can go to ChatGPT and get you can go to the App Store and the Android store and get ChatGPT on your phone. It's actually quite convenient on your phone. What's good about the phone app is that it allows you to talk to it. You can speak to it. Like the other day, I went and I sat with Mr. Singh, and he's over 65, and he spoke to ChatGPT like in a natural language, and he said, listen, I need a speech. I'm going to be talking tomorrow at an old age home for week of the age or something. That was the thing. And he said, this is the information, and he gave some backstory, and ChatGPT did the rest. Then he could go back into ChatGPT and say, oh, listen, I don't like you put this in there. Go back and chop and change. You understand? So that's the power of ChatGPT. It's really powerful. So this is ChatGPT. You're going to go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is version 4.0. They give you a freemium model. So what the freemium model means is they give you a taster, like for a certain amount of chats, and then it goes to the free version, and then they limit your chats. So the version 4 is the premium version, but they give you a freemium version, meaning that they give you a taste of it. It's like, you know, when you go to the supermarket, you see the girl with the Lindt chocolate, with the Lindor. She's giving you one Lindor, and you eat the one Lindor, and what do you do? You go around the corner and you buy the whole box, right? So that's exactly what they're doing. They're using the Lindt model. It's a freemium model. So this is what ChatGPT looks like. I'm using the dark layout, or the dark theme. On the left-hand side is ChatGPT. This is if you're going to start a new chat. You click on a new chat. If you click on explore GPTs. Now, what's good about ChatGPT? It plugs into, you can extend it. So remember I said to you earlier that it cannot generate images. But if you want ChatGPT to generate images, you just install the Canva plugin. And if you click on explore GPTs, these are all the different ways to extend ChatGPT. So you can even add it to Excel. There's so much you can do with it. So on the left hand side is all your what you call this thing, your history. And then all your histories are there. As you can see, I've been using it. I've been really busy using ChatGPT. I can go back into a chat. So let's go into this one, WordPress web developer course. So I got a web developer course, and in there I chat. So if I scroll, once it loads, sorry, it's slow because of we're on video on Zoom. So if I scroll, you can see how long this chat is. I've been chatting for how long? See how much of chats is there. Can you see? So it remembers. I can go back and I can remember. Let's start a new chat. Let's do a proposal. Let's do a proposal. Right. Hi. First you got to give information. Hi, my name is Tabo Mbeki, and I am in construction. I want to tender for the rebuild of the Westville Library. It's going to take 3 months, and it will cost 50,000 rand. Obviously, I'm just making up as we go, right? Can you write a letter and a tender proposal to the library and signed off by me, and give a table breakdown of cost. What should happen? Then I hit enter. Now, if you're using the app, you can speak to it. So there's 2 ways to use the app. One, you can speak and it will type for you. Or the other way is you can speak and it will activate an AI assistant. You can choose a male voice or a female voice, and that thing will talk to you like an AI assistant. It will tell you, it'll speak out to you, it'll read it out to you, it'll read out the outputs to you, which is actually quite cool. So that's why it's important to have the mobile app. Now, as you can see, it's giving me Tabo and Banking Construction, blah, 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 tender committee, Westville Library. It says tender proposal for the rebuild of the Westville Library. You can say, I, Tabo and Banking, on behalf of Tabo and Banking Construction, it's giving me the letter, right? And then the tender proposal. Can you see it's giving me a tender proposal? Can you see that? Then it broke it down. Can you see in a table, it broke it down for me? All I can do is I can copy this, paste this into my Word document, and boom, I got a proposal. But obviously, I need to read it and make sure. As Shinel said, I got to always go back and verify and check that it's what it's saying is ethical. You understand? Now, let's say I want to create a business plan for Tabo and Banking. Can can you create a business profile for my company as it's required for the tender? Now watch what happens. Now this is where I'm typing is, this is the message box. This is the prompt. Can you see it? It's giving me a profile now. Can you see that? Step by step, it's giving me a profile about us, mission, vision, all of that is giving us. Can you see it's doing all the work for me? And this will take under 2 minutes. I've got a profile. But obviously, there's things that I'm missing. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to wait for it to finish. And then I will I wanted to change something for me. Right. So let's say I want to share this. Let's say I've got partners in my business and I want to share this with people. On the top right, there's something called share. Click on share and I'll be able to share this link to people. So I'll be able to share this link to somebody and they will be able to hop onto my chat and and view it, right? So let's say you forgot to mention waterproofing and solar. And you see, now it's going to update the profile. So as it's writing for you, remember what I said to you, ChatGPT is a text-based program. Can you see? Now, while it's generating, I want to show you ideogram. So ideogram is a program we use to create images. This is a program. These are all AI-generated images, and they're all AI-generated images. Can you see that? All cool AI-generated images. Look at this one. How cool this one is. All these are all AI-generated coordinates. Let's give it a prompt for it. Let's ask ChatGPT to give us a prompt. Can you give us a prompt for a logo design to put into an AI image generator? Right. And can you give us a prompt for a logo design to put into an AI image generator using African and safari animal theme? So it's giving us a prompt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this prompt. I'm going to copy this prompt. And I'm going to go into my ideogram. And I paste this ideogram there. I can choose the size of the image I want. Let's choose a widescreen image. I can choose the colors. Let's choose like let's choose this ugly one. And then I can choose auto, leave that auto. And then I want to click. Then I want to click generate. Now it's asking me to wait 95 seconds, which is fine. But in the meantime, we will be talking about ChatGPT. So that's some of the uses of ChatGPT I can share. It's even more useful on my phone. I'm just trying to find a screen on the phone. So this is an example of the ChatGPT on the phone. I'm just trying to find a screen for you. Where's my ChatGPT mobile app? Yeah, it's actually quite good on the phone. It's actually quite good on the phone.
I think it's so interesting that you inputted, just provide me with a company description and you didn't even give a name, and it gave you the company description for Tabumbeki Constructions.
Yeah. So you can tell it. You can go back and you can tell it, listen, change it. But it's actually quite proactive. It's actually quite, see, it even added BE status because it knew we're in South Africa, and you see that. I didn't even ask it for BE status. I didn't even say CIDB. You understand? All this is important stuff for construction company. You understand? So automatically pick this up from the web. You understand? That's the information it's got. Let's look at ideogram where it is. So there's it. Can you see? These are the logos it created. Can you see how cool these logos are? Check how nice it made these logos. Actually, not bad for a free program. You understand? Yeah. So I'm not sure why it's doing that. Oh, there's it. It's loading. It's loading. Can you see that? It's not bad, Shinel. Am I right?
Yes, this one is super cool. I have to try it out.
Ideogram. So it's called ideogram. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop the share there. And I think we covered a lot between Shinel and I. We covered a lot in ChatGPT. So thank you for watching the video. And if you guys want to contact Shinel, she left her details on there, or you can actually ask me and I'll give it to you as well, if she allows me. And but Shinel, thank you so much for sharing your insights with us. I learned a lot as well. I also learned a lot. So trust me, I also learned a lot, because from the legal and the ethical point of view, I learned a lot. So thank you for that. And you also got a very calm and gentle way of presenting. So well done on that.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for giving us the demo. I didn't know that it can give you such extensive information without you inputting that many prompts.
Yeah. So it's all about the prompt. It's called prompt engineering. So it's all about the prompt, and the quality of the prompt will determine the quality of the output.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you guys learned something, and ask us any questions. Thank you, Shinel. Have a great Thursday, and I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye, guys.